Good morning, friends. Here I am at the Keoladeo National Park again. Today I'm going to explore the park with a friend of mine. So here we are. The park is just opened, and probably I think we are the first one to enter the park. This is the map, and this is the main entrance, and here we are entering into the park now. Friends, there are a couple of ways to explore the park. Like one can go just walking if you have an entire day. You can hire a cycle rickshaw. There are also horse cart, the Tonga. I personally prefer my own cycle. So I'm going here with a friend of mine, Devinder. It's always good to enter the first in the park, because the park is fresh, the animals are relaxed, and you never know what you're going to find. So this is the first thing. There's a troop of rhesus macaque enjoying the free movement on the road when there is no human disturbance. They come sleep on the road and do whatever they like. So there is an entire troop of them, and they completely relax. They're just starting their day. Yeah, they're doing like their daily routine things, and sometimes the troops can be notorious, and you got to be careful. You have to maintain a safe distance from there because sometimes they can be really notorious. There's a spotted deer along with them. So, see, this is why I like to be first in the park, first person to enter, because the roads are empty and the animals. See, here's another spotted deer. In fact, three of them, probably returning back to the boat from their night stroll. Completely unaware of our presence, as you can see. And this is what I like, when the animals are relaxed, doing, this is how you get to see their natural behavior. Sun is just coming up, and you can see the park is still covered in fog, and the birds are still sleeping. Hopefully soon we'll get to hear a lot of noises as the birds will wake up. Here is a flock of grey Leggies. I've just woken up. Yeah, when the geese comes, they're really noisy. Here is another flock coming in to join them. The geese are really noisy and they can be heard from a long distance. Here is an hobby. a small predator bird, just probably getting up from its roost. Uh, Duration hobby is a wintering bird here. Comes here and stays here for like couple of months, and it feeds on small insects, things like grasshoppers, small rodents. But its favorite food is dragonfly. It catches them midair and feeds on them. Indian sarus crane, the largest or the tallest flying Indian bird. There's a whole family of it: mother, father, and two chicks. The Indian sarus crane breeds during the monsoon, and we can see the chicks are only about 2-3 months old, and they're quite big. They prefer to feed on things like tubers. Occasionally, they also take fish, frogs, but mostly prefers to feed on the roots or the fruits. As it is a large bird, so they need to feed, and they have got the babies at the moment, so they are busy feeding pretty much whole day, taking care of the kids. The day is becoming bright now. The sun's coming up. There is a bit of cloud, but the fog has cleared up. And here you go. You see all the birds are getting up now, flying around. There's a flock of egrets gathering for a communal feeding. Some birds like to feed in flocks, like the egrets. They always gather together, and it helps them in feeding. Painted storks is one of the most common bird in the park. They are also here like local migratory. They come build their nest on these acacia trees, lay their eggs, and once their chicks are born, they are pretty much like fully adult in 5-6 months. So by end of March, the chicks are pretty much fully grown, and then they take them along with them. There's a chick begging for food. Panther stork is also like one of the most beautiful stork. Once the chicks are fully fed, they spend time preening themselves or just sitting in the rest. Here is a territorial battle going on between two purple herons. Both looks male. They show their dominancy by spreading their wings and look bigger in front of the other. Asian open-bill stork. Unlike the other stork who likes to feed on fish, frogs, and things like those, the Asian open-bill specializes on feeding on snails, and their beak is designed for it. Indian pond heron having a feast. The lakes are very much full, and there is a lot of food this year in the lakes. So all the fish-eating birds are like really having a good time. Like as you can see, this Indian pond heron. This grey heron. He is also trying his luck. So some birds, the herons, they're solitary hunters. They don't go in the flocks like the egrets. They eat solitary, and they have a lot of patience. They just sit at one place and wait for the fish to come close. And this is a purple heron. It seems he's got a really big fish. Yeah, he is. He's got a huge fish. Wow. He's probably done for the entire day. I think that fish would fill him for the day. As I told you, like the lakes are really full, and here you can see such big fish. Wow, look at that one. That's really a big fish. So there's a lot of food this year for all kind of birds. There's a pond heron. There are egrets flying in the background, trying to catch fish from the lake while they're flying. It's around 10 o'clock and the sun has come up, and so is the tourists. There are some other photographers coming in. During the winter months, the park gets really full with the tourists, especially around Christmas, New Year. So if you are coming here, I would ask you to avoid that time. Here's a Indian softshell turtle. The day is warming. They come out from the lake to get warm. But this one looks like it's going to cross the road, like from one side to go to the bigger lake on the other side. Yeah, he's coming out. Apart from the turtles, there are other reptiles like Indian rock python is quite a common sight in the park. And especially in the winter, they come out from their burrows to get themselves warm. Sometimes they can be seen in the trees. A common cobra can be seen sometime in the park. You're lucky to get one today, as it is. Cobra is venomous, so you have to be careful. If you see one, don't try to touch it or scare it. We also have some predators who prey on snakes, like this crested serpent eagle is feeding on a checkered keelback. He swallows it whole. That's going to be his breakfast, lunch, and dinner for day. I probably won't need to eat again.